A new culinary update has just been released in Grow a Garden. Here's this tough pig and the cauldron where we're supposed to cook, as well as the exotic sitpa, which we're going to open many times today. And dear friends, the update has just come out and I'm shocked by what we have here. We have a new event here where every hour we'll have some kind of craving. Let's translate it and see what it actually means. It translates as craving. Honestly, I don't really understand what that means, but let's cook something in this cauldron together. I actually have a few small recipes for this. Dear friends, just take a screenshot of these recipes so you can make something interesting with them. So what should we do next? Let's make some soup together. And for that, we need carrots, just regular carrots. Alright, let's go ahead and make it. So let's go into our garden and look for some carrots. But we don't actually have any carrots, guys, I totally forgot. So let's quickly grow some carrots, harvest them, get the carrots themselves, and then let's go and put them all into the pot. I wonder how long this will take to cook. There's a timer there, but you can just skip it if you want. Alright, I've put the carrots in, and in 5 minutes you can skip it. Skipping costs 39. Let's go ahead and skip it, and see what exactly we get for all of this. So they gave us soup, and actually we can find this soup in a separate tab, which is a huge thank you to the developers, although actually we can't find it in a separate tab. By the way, someone is offering me trades. Yeah, they've added trades too, but they actually added it before the update, so you can't really test it here, so we can transfer regular plants through this inventory. You can do the same thing with pets. That is, we can transfer various pets, and we can also add some shekels. Actually, I can add 1 million shekels, I can add 1 billion, I can add 1 trillion. I can write it however I want, be it a million, a billion, and so on. All of that can be easily transferred as well. For example, he's offering me this kind of trade, and I'm like, okay. Let's click accept, like I'm accepting the trade and see if he's ready to give me anything. I click confirm, and the trade goes through. I spent my money and got a pet plus a fruit in return. That's perfect, absolutely perfect. But what's the point? What's the problem? You can transfer pets either in the usual way or through a ticket. So I can click on the trading ticket, he needs to have it, and I can offer him a completely different trade. So I can offer him a trade and a ticket will be used up for that. A ticket costs 100,000, so that's one way you can get all this. In other words, tickets aren't unlimited, and when you buy a ticket you only get one, not any other amount. I'd also like to let you know right away that it doesn't appear very often, so don't think that just because it's common, it's going to show up very often. No, that's not the case. It actually appears quite rarely, so you really have to catch the moment when it does. Also, besides all that, a new item has been added here. Guys, where is that item? I don't get it. That item was right here. By the way, yeah, I remembered that we need to take the soup from this pot, and we get this delicious soup. Of course, we can give it to this pig, so let's take a look at all the rewards this pig gives. It gives us shekels, and it gives us the burned mutation spray. Yeah, it gives us all sorts of cool stuff, a reclaimer. Well, I don't know if that's useful or not. The gourmet sit pack, that's the one you have to buy, guys. Some kind of egg, too, with these kinds of pets inside. Just look at this pet, I'm shocked. We have various media toys. We also have all sorts of decorations like these, and there are these sit packs. This is what it all looks like. So that's basically it for now. At the moment, the only real additions are these rewards. Alright, so what should we do next? How do you get this reward? It's called Trees' Food Pickup. Alright, let's take a look. And what's this? And it gave me 5,000 shekels. So we need to cook something else as well? Let's try making something a bit more interesting. Look, let's try to make something kind of complicated. For that, we need strawberries. Let's make a cake. Strawberries, blueberries, corn, or watermelon, plus 2 pieces of corn. So basically 3 corns, roughly speaking, or a watermelon. Maybe let's try watermelon and 2 corns. Well, actually, this is a pretty simple recipe. Let's try to make it. So, guys, what am I doing now? I need strawberries, which I actually have, and I put them in here. Next, I need exactly 2, so specifically 2 corns. I carefully put in 2 corns, then I proceed to add 1 whole watermelon, and I truly think that's absolutely all. Then we cook, and we are indeed making delicious ice cream. That's our delightful ice cream. Let's skip this particular ice cream creation and see what wonderful things we can actually get. Let's see, and we ultimately get our fantastic ice cream. If we give this to the pig, I think it will give us much more, because this is the maximum possible thing you can get. So, I'll let you try it and give me something interesting. You gave me 1 fork fans reward. Fans, meaning it gave me a decoration. Seriously? So it gave me a decoration in the form of these forks? Let's take a look. Alright, we place it here and this is how it looks. Pretty cool. Okay, well, it's not that important. Of course, it's not the best thing it could have given, but whatever. Now I'll try to top up the balance and we'll definitely spin at least 20 of these seed packs. Let's see what we get. So there's onion, there's this green pepper, and there are these donuts. By the way, I'd really like to get those. But actually the best thing, of course, is the 0.5% chance, the grand tomato. Did you notice that we have strawberries and they added wild strawberries? So they added them, there were tomatoes, and now they've added some kind of grand tomato. Well, let's go. Anyway, there's definitely some kind of pattern here. Let's go. So now I'm going to buy them and open them. So dear friends, we've got this kind of gloomy weather today. I've got plenty of exotic packs. I bought 20 of them, and let's see what we get. I think we got the onion. Not really that cool, to be honest. This is what I want to get at the very least. It looks delicious. Whoa, we got a pepper, a rare pepper. There's a pepper. And let's get something tasty, something interesting here. Mythical sugar glaze. Wait, hold on, what does it look like? Is that a donut? That's the sugar glazed donut. Well, listen, I would like to plant it right away, see how it grows and grows in general. But it's supposed to look cool. So we look. And legendary. Not bad either. But I would like to knock out something either rainbow or our tomato. Let's see what we get from this, because in fact, this is the whole update. Yeah, of course, something will be happening here every hour, something unexpected. I don't even know what. Maybe the pig will upgrade some of its abilities, or there will be some cool stuff. Look, it says that ice cream would be cool right now. So we need to get the ice cream, right? And then we'll get additional bonuses for getting the ice cream. Oh, I got some other thing too. Let's see, this one is 4 to 5%, and what about the 0.5? Ah, 0.5%, well of course we won't get that. Or a rainbow one for 1% would also be cool, because there are increased chances for tomato, it would be as much as 7%. So we only have 8 packs left now. We haven't really gotten anything particularly cool yet. Oh, guys. Oh. So we've only managed to get 2 mythics. Well, at least thanks for that too. But we didn't get a divine fruit. Oh my god. Are you serious? Come on, a divine fruit. Come on, please. I'm begging you, developers. Why won't you give me these fruits? Huh? Please explain it to me. I don't really get much of this. It was almost. Okay, not really almost, but it was close. One last pack left. Let's spin, keep spinning. Please, Jandel, give me something awesome. And he gives me nothing. Apparently, my luck has just totally run out. Or maybe one of you didn't leave a like? That's possible too, it happens. Guys, that's the whole update they've added to Grow Garden. Honestly, I'd say it's not the biggest update, but by adding the new trade feature, you could even say it's pretty cool. Well, honestly, I think many of you have already had a chance to try out trades and see how they work. I think it'll be pretty easy to get something interesting here. Although, I don't know if it's really that easy or not, but if you do get something, it'll be pretty easy, well, if you're lucky and all that, so what am I going to do now? Right now, I'm going to try to hatch my eggs here to get basically pets, because really, how else would you do it? Obviously, the better you craft and, well, for example, he wants ice cream. So what do we need to do now? Get some ice cream? We need to craft ice cream for him. And once he gets this ice cream, he'll give you much better rewards. For example, maybe a perch shard fried, for instance. Oh, and there's also this, a little mouse. I honestly didn't even notice it. There are these cool decorations, all sorts of little toys and things like that. It would actually be pretty cool to get that. Look at this, pancake stack. That's probably some kind of decoration too. These are some kind of ferny seeds or something, not really sure. Sugar glazy? Let's plant it and see how it grows. Maybe it grows slowly, maybe not. In any case, I want to see what it turns into. Will it be a tree or not? And I think I don't even have enough lilies for it to grow even by 1%. If that's the case, then unfortunately there's nothing I can do to help. Apparently, it really didn't grow even by 1% after I watered it a bunch, over and over again. Okay? Alright guys, it's not that important. Basically, that's the whole update I wanted to show you. There's nothing else. Well, they added a new event, to put it briefly. They added the asteroid feature, and that's it. That's really all there is in terms of major changes. By the way, there's one more thing. They removed the ability to get mutations from this machine, specifically the Tranquil mutation and the Corrupt mutation. You can't get them anymore. Although there are some facts here instead, something seems to have changed, like they added some new mutation. I don't remember if Radiance was here before or not, to be honest. So that's it, they're gone now. You can't craft anything anymore. And that's fine, really. About the crafting, by the way, they removed some things in the volcano, took some out and added some new plants. Let's take a look. This one was here, I think. I don't remember. This one was here. I don't remember this one either. I don't remember this one either. It's like they added these plants too. Okay. What did they add here? I think nothing has changed here either. So that's the update we've got. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and write your comments. Well, good luck to everyone. Bye-bye.